Hello, this is Peter from ShadowTrader.net and the Weekly Options Advisory. And I just wanted to go over some technicals here on Tesla, which is looking kind of interesting to me lately and may actually be setting up for a long, which is noteworthy because the stock has been relatively weak for a while. You can see there's been this very long consolidation period here where it did not participate in the AI-fueled tech rally that we've seen recently. But given that, this whole thing is looking like an inverted head and shoulders to me, where you've got it like this. That's a pretty classic inverted head and shoulders, which is bullish. And the fact that this consolidation is so long is also relatively bullish because I think the stock had every opportunity to break lower and it didn't. And you can see right in here, it actually did break lower just for a tiny bit, and it was a false break, and it only went down about 20 cents below this level here and then turned around. And at the high of the day here on Wednesday, I would say it was basically a seller's shut-off. A seller's shut-off pattern is simply when you have one green bar that obliterates multiple red bars or down bars. They don't necessarily have to be green, but bars that are making like lower lows or are down. And you can see here this one kind of envelopes these three that are prior to it. And it's also a trend line break as well. If you look here, you've actually, you've broken trend here. And it looks to me basically like sellers seem to be done. Now, the only caveat here is that tomorrow the board is going to decide on the pay package of Musk and see if they approve. And I think it's like $45 billion is the pay package. And they're going to either approve it or disprove it. And I have to be honest with you, I don't know how the stock is going to act on that, whether or not they approve or disprove. So tomorrow you want to be watching very closely and see how the stock reacts. But my overall take here is that if it continues to stabilize at these levels, then eventually all of these sellers here, and especially these sellers here of poor location, they're all going to get tired of the situation, and you're going to start to see the stock kind of slowly moving up towards this area. And this would actually be, if it's a slow grind like that, then it's probably a good candidate for a time spread, some sort of a calendar, for instance, where you like be buying 190 calls in a further out expiry, for instance, and selling those same 190 calls in a closer expiry, right? So collecting some credit against the call that's out there. You could also do it as a diagonal, perhaps. You could have some sort of a long vertical, let's say, 180, 190, and then be selling some verticals above it that are of shorter duration. There's a lot of different ways you can look at it. But the bottom line here is that I feel like the stock had every opportunity to move lower, and it has not. So you want to be just watching for this kind of slow creep higher. And again, we'll see what happens on the decision tomorrow by the board about the pay package. All right, that's all. Hey, this is Peter from ShadowTrader.net, and I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you'd like to trade live with me every day in my weekly options advisory, then check out the link in the description below. I wish you good trading, and I'll see you in the room.